All right, Monica Armendariz is suing Bradley Hogan, her ex-boyfriend, for the cost of a battery class and unpaid fines. The defendant is countersuing his ex-girlfriend for an insurance deductible and harassment. Now, often we hear about cases of domestic violence, and this case is unusual, but it's not just because there was a man who was abused by a woman. It's because apparently she brags about it. Now, you and the defendant were dating for a while, and while you were at his office carving pumpkins, you caught him flirting and then, quote, accidentally stabbed him. But you didn't accidentally assault him the next day, did you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, all right. Now, you proudly use your karate moves on him and state that you would do it again if you had the opportunity. And the plaintiff ends up going to jail for domestic violence, and you end up picking her up from jail?
Yes, I did.
Now, you are suing for the battery class that you were required to go to as a result of your assaulting him.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's unusual. All right, tell me about this relationship.
I've known Mr. Hogan for about 6 years. I had to go to his office to do my boss's taxes, and shortly after we started dating, and about maybe 3 weeks later, I moved in and lived with him for about 6 months. While we were dating and I was living with him, we get a call from the leasing company that someone's breaking down our door. And it happened to be his wife that he was not legally divorced from, and I had no knowledge of it. So she was...
True, Bradley?
Yeah, I'm getting divorced, and we'd been separated 6 months.
Okay.
And so he was very broken. His firm was upside down. I have 12 years accounting experience. I came to help him with his office, and then the next thing I knew, he hired two 20-year-olds who didn't know what to do.
And you didn't help much. You destroyed my office.
How did she destroy your office?
Well, she would write emails to female clients of mine thinking that I was dating them and really causing a ruckus. All my clients are like, what's going on? What is this email?
Did you?
When I started finding out he was dating his clients, and his clients were coming to the office disrespecting me.
How were they disrespecting you? Did they even know about you?
Coming in the office, sitting with their legs open, asking him for a date. The office environment was very sleazy.
Back up.
Okay.
You meet him in an office.
Right.
You want him to have eyes just for you.
Yes.
Does he?
No.
No. Did you have eyes just for her, or did you have roaming eyes?
I have eyes for her. I mean, I'm a guy. You gotta look around. I mean, listen, Your Honor. When we went to Der Wienerschnitzel eat lunch, and there's the car wash next door, she thinks that the girl bending over washing the tires, I'm looking at her, and she's doing that for my purpose.
You're looking at her, right?
Well,
Don't lie to me. You shifted your eyes. You know what? I don't think there's any woman out there who doesn't feel that it's disrespectful when a guy openly stares at another woman in front of her. But at the same time, we all understand that they're going to look now and then. I mean, and by the way, today, the way they're dressed, I look. You know? So when does a problem start?
He won't even call to say he's not coming home. He just doesn't come home.
Where are you going?
I'm working late. I'm a tax accountant. Seriously. I mean, you could even ask my ex-wife. I'm always working. And
Well, that's what you told her. That's probably why she's your ex-wife.
well, maybe it was because of her, maybe I was always working.
Well, because of her, too, you were always working.
Absolutely.
Why? What'd she do to you?
Oh, well, where do I begin? She came into the bathroom with the vacuum cleaner and hit me while I was taking a shower, and it was turned on. I thought I was going to be electrocuted.
Did you do that?
Yes, because he got the box spring and dropped it on my leg, and my whole leg was smashed. I had a big bruise. I think I still have the bruise to date. And he smashed my finger and just walked out the door. Didn't even see if I was okay or not. There was blood gushing
I was running
everywhere.
out the door because you're chasing me.
Well, back up. You put a vacuum cleaner in a shower?
No, Your Honor. There was a lot of mental and physical abuse.
That's not the answer to you put the vacuum cleaner in the shower.
It's the only time I can get him.
That's a yes or no. It's the only time you could get him? You could kill him. Why don't you just, hightail it out of there?
Because I wanted to work it out, because I thought I loved him, and I wanted to work through it.
Well, what's going on here?
So the whole incident happened because I was working late on tax season, October 15th at 12 o'clock. My ex-wife called.
Tax season's in March. What are you talking about, October?
Well, the last deadline is October 15th. April 15th, you got to have an extension
for the
until
extensions.
October.
Okay.
So after midnight on October 15th, I just relax and celebrate. My ex-wife called me. She got mad about that fact.
Why is your ex-wife calling you?
Just to congratulate me. I made it through another tax season.
Alive.
Alive.
Yeah, go ahead.
She got upset that she called me. She was carving pumpkins in the conference room and chased me downstairs out of the building and still had her pumpkin knife with her and stabbed me at that point. At that point, I said...
Where did she stab you?
In the gut here. And I don't think she was trying to carve a happy face, Your Honor.
Did you stab him?
No, Your Honor. What had happened was he was so busy at work working overtime. It was Halloween. So I brought everything to his office, the pumpkin, the little knives and everything. And he said he was going to go to the restroom. And I find him downstairs with two girls. And I asked him what, and I'm asking him what he's doing.
It's 12 o'clock at night.
The same girls that when I go to the office, they're hitting me in the elevator, in the hallway. They're trying to get his attention.
They're totally hitting you?
Yeah, like nudging me. You know?
Did you stab him?
No, Your Honor. What I did was I was yelling and I was going, you better get away like this, and I was going like that. And he goes in, ah, ha, ha. And then he's like stepped into it. I was going like this.
Did not step into it.
Next on Judge Pirro.
Oh my goodness. What is this?
An ongoing thing. It's like he's not communicating, he's not coming home, he's looking at other women, he's cheating on me, and I'm just frustrated.
And later.
What did she say about your sons?
She said, oh, you lost your house over coke. What a life, you Section 8 slut. Do you take your teeth out when your kids...
Judge Jeanine Pirro.
I've been a prosecutor, a judge, and a DA for 30 years.
As a DA, she had a 100% conviction rate.
When you don't do anything, the message is it's okay to mess with me.
She's an advocate.
I started one of the first domestic violence units in the nation.
A mentor.
The most important thing that you can learn here tonight is that you must believe in yourself.
A judge.
Where do you get off making a decision a child should not see the father?
Justice with conviction. Judge Jeanine Pirro.
Did you stab him?
No, Your Honor. What I did was I was yelling and I was going, you better get away like this, and I was going like that. And he goes in, ah, ha, ha. And then he's like stepped into it. I was going like this.
Did not step into it.
Plaintiff Monica Armendariz is suing her ex-boyfriend for the cost of a domestic violence class she was ordered to take after she was arrested for stabbing the defendant.
To be fair, did you step into the knife?
No, I did not. The next morning, when I went back to my place, she grabbed the phone, threw it on the floor. I went to get it. She jumped on me, started beating me, scratching me, tearing me apart. I have the police report and pictures. Here,
All right, let's see it. This is a fascinating case. All right, let's see. I've got a police report here. Oh, dear.
And she admits, kicking.
Oh, my goodness. What is this?
I kicked him in his ribs, I punched him in his chest, and I hit him in back of the knee. And then he was once again doing his little thing, aha, you can't hurt me. So I scratched up his face because this was an ongoing thing. It's like he was not communicating, he's not coming home, he's looking at other women, he's cheating on me, and I'm just frustrated.
Oh, it's endless. This was just one incident.
Okay, so he goes to Vegas for a calling card convention when he's a CPA. I could not get him on the phone. I call him 6 o'clock in the morning at his hotel room. There's a girl there, and he says, who is this? I said, this is your girlfriend. You think you can pick up your cell phone? And after that, I could just never find him.
Police report. Armendariz said that she jumped on Hogan's back. She began punching his head on both sides with both of her fists, that she then clawed at him, scratched his face. She then kicked the back of his right leg with her right foot, causing him to fall to the ground on his stomach. She then kicked the right side of his ribs with her right foot. I asked Armendariz if Hogan had struck her, and she said, no, he never touched me. Wow. What is going on here? Why are you smirking? What are you so proud of?
Because he's pushing me around and he's hitting
not
me.
pushing you around when he had a chance to tell the cops.
I took full responsibility for what I did, but I didn't say all the bad things that he did.
You were convicted?
Yes, I was.
Now, why do you think he should pay for a class where you were convicted of battering him and he should pay for the fines?
Because
why?
I felt like if he would have told me that he was not legally divorced yet, I feel like he put me in harm's way. I feel like he wasn't honest with me, and I feel like
the last thing you have to worry about is harm's way. Harm has to worry about you. All right. You're suing her for car damages. What happens?
Oh, yeah, I would loan her my car every now and then to go to work, wherever, and it would come back with scratches on it, dents in the back, all kinds of stuff.
Did she admit to it?
Oh, yeah.
You have damages?
She's an honest person. I'm sure
she's an honest person?
She'll admit to it, right?
Okay. You're suing her for harassment. $2,000.
Well, now after this incident, yeah, she keeps saying that I owe her money. I keep having to pay her money. She's trying to extort
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel you were justified in the stabbing and the assault?
Absolutely not.
I mean, I've never seen a police report like that in my life. How would you like it if somebody kicked you from the rear, scratched you on your face, scratched your back, threw you down, stabbed you? You see, that's the problem with a bully. You think it's funny, but as far as I'm concerned, whether it's a woman assaulting a man or a man assaulting a woman, it's a crime. And you should have been convicted. And thank God you were. And let me tell you something. Bradley, I don't know what's going on with you, but we've got some issues here. And this is not cute. During the course of my career, I have prosecuted women for killing men. This is not funny. Does this woman still call you?
Trying to extort money out of me, yes.
Do you talk to her?
I try not to. I just let the answering machine pick it up, or I won't even...
Change your number!
Well, I'm a CPA. She's going to find me no matter what.
Why are you calling this guy?
Because after I got incarcerated and I left with nothing. No job, no car, no nothing.
You know what? I've heard enough. I've handled too many cases of men being either stabbed or killed by women. They don't want to talk about it, or they just think that it is something that will go away. It will not go away. The next beating is going to be worse than the last beating. Men are less likely to report the violence due to embarrassment or the assumptions that others won't believe you. I believe you.
Thank you.
I believe you. I have never seen a police report more blatant in terms of the pride that you take for assaulting someone. What planet are you from? You keep doing this kind of thing, you're going to end up in state's prison. And maybe that's exactly where you belong. You don't take out your anger and physically abuse another human being, man or woman.
And expect me to pay for it.
I'm not even going to ask you why you think he should. That is one of the most outrageous complaints I have ever seen in the course of my career. It is an outrage. It is arrogant. It is condescending. It is disgusting. You should get your tail out of here and hide your face. Your claim is denied. And as far as I'm concerned, harassment is a crime, and you should file charges against her. I'm going to give you a card. It's the National Domestic Violence Hotline. You're a bright man. You're a professional man. Don't let anything like this cross your path again. My verdict is for the defendant in the amount of $500. So ordered.